Okay, so today's yoga class is going to focus on the neck and the shoulders and the throat area. We often hold a lot of tension at the tops of our shoulders, a lot of emotional stress and tension. So it's nice to be able to move through a few positions that can open up the chest and relieve a lot of discomfort. The throat chakra in Buddhism is the fifth chakra, and it is to do with communicating your needs, your boundaries, find your voice, but without any arrogance or a sense of entitlement. So, to be able to do that, we are going to start off lying down, and have a cushion to hand, might be quite useful. And if you've got a yoga brick as well. I'm going to invite you to put the cushion just under the top of the back, but the head is going to be off it. Now you might find, particularly if you've got rounded shoulders, this isn't going to work for you, in which case no need for the cushion. But it's quite a nice way to open up the chest a little more. So bring yourself down. Might need a little bit of adapting. The head off the cushion, but the shoulders and the back on the cushion. And then you can bend your elbows, palms up. And we're going to kind of come into reclined cobblers. So the feet are going to be together, soles of the feet together, and the knees fall out to the side. I thought this might happen. The cat's going to join in as soon as I'm on the floor. Okay, so you might want to just close your eyes here. If your lower back feels uncomfortable, you can lift your hips up and bring it back down with the pelvis tilted, tucked under, so the lower back's on the mat. Let your eyelids be heavy. Let your eyeballs be heavy. Let your face be soft. Feel the back of your body on the mat or the ground. Get a sense that you're really just inhabiting the body. Feel its shape. Feel the space it takes up on the mat or floor. Feel how far it projects up, its depth. Just bringing yourself into the heaviest parts of the body. Maybe the back of the head, backs of the arms, hips, or sides of the feet. And into the lightest parts of the body. Possibly the tips of the fingers, the tip of the nose, the belly. And take your awareness into the throat area. Little dip at the front of the throat. Space at the back of the neck. And let the shoulders release back and down away from the ears, either into the cushion or pillow beneath them or the mat. And then follow the breath in through the nose all the way into the belly. So feel the belly expand, belly button pressed to the sky. As you exhale, the belly sinks towards the lower back, towards the floor. Torso softens. Inhale, drawing the breath all the way down into the belly, filling the body like it's a container for the breath. Full of breath. Exhale and releasing the breath out into the room through the nose. The container softens, becomes smaller. One more breath in. Breathing into the skin of the container, the skin of your belly, sides of the waist, the collarbones. Exhaling away, softening and sinking. Okay, great. Open your eyes. If you've got the cushion behind you, just take that away, put it to one side. And I'm just going to show you a sort of neat little trick with a yoga brick if you happen to have one. You bring it underneath the neck, so lift yourself up and have it just support yourself with your hand, the top of the head. You're going to bring the small side of the brick, well, the small side, the long small side, the edge of the brick, at the place where the back of the head meets the top of the neck. Might not feel initially very comfortable, but sort of find a position where you feel sort of supported, it's not too painful. And then roll your head across the edge of the brick. Now the brick is soft, it's made of foam, so there is some give in the brick. And it's going to give that place at the bottom of the skull a nice little massage or release. And you might find a point of particular tension, and you can hold there for up to 15, 30 seconds maybe, and move on to another point. Okay, and then lift your head, come off the brick, put it to one side. And then roll onto your side in the fetal position with the knees, the hips stacked, knees at 90 degrees, the arms out, palms together, arms extended in line with the shoulders. And then you're going to peel the top arm back, follow it with the head, coming into a twist. Now for the arm to be able to rest on the floor behind you, your knee might need to lift, your hips might need to shift a little bit, that's fine. And if you've got the flexibility in your neck and it's comfortable to do so, look at the back hand. Now you could do 2 or 3 of these openers. So bringing the hands together and then peeling them back before you come into rest in this position if you like. Just let the back shoulder be heavy. Breathe into the side of the neck. Let the shoulders drop down away from the ears. And then bring the arm back on top. Okay, lovely. I suggest you roll onto your back to do the other side, but so I'm not rude and I'm turning my back to you, I'm just going to shift to the other end of the mat. Bring myself down, knees in line with the hips, arms out extended, palm on palm. It doesn't really matter whether you peel the arm back with the in-breath or exhale. Traditionally, we use an inhale for anything that opens the chest, but we do the same with an exhale, the twist. This is a twist, so whatever feels right for your body. Just noticing one side might feel a little different to the other. Let the shoulder be heavy, the arm be heavy. Shoulders drop away from the ears. Just staying here from between 15 and 30 seconds. And then bring the arm back. And come up into a cross-leg position. You might want to sit on a cushion, in front of a cushion at this point, so that your spine is nice and tall. You don't want to be rounding, you want to be slumped. Sitting with a sense of dignity. It might be helpful to pull the flesh from your sitting bones, so you're sitting as tall as you can. Then find that space between the bottom of the ears and the shoulders, so just let the shoulders drop down. We're going to move through cat and cow here. We're going to use the knees, the hands on the knees to help us. So we take a breath in and we press through the knees and we lift the collarbones, just look up slightly and press the hips back. So the back is kind of arching. And then when we exhale, we're going to squeeze the belly in towards the spine, round, tuck the chin in, and hang on the knees to give your back as much length and width as it can. Start the inhale and follow the in-breath with the movement. Exhale. Using Ujjayi breath, that's something you're familiar with using. Inhale, press to the knees. Draw the heart, collarbones up, chest forward, hips back. Exhale, squeeze the belly in, round, tuck under with the pelvis. And then with inhale, come back to a tall spine. I'm going to do the same thing again, but with the hands in line with our shoulders. So slightly different positions, slightly different sensations. Press through the fingertips, tent the palms. Inhale, draw the heart forward. There's not so much movement here, not so much space. Exhale, round the back, tuck under, squeeze the belly in. Inhale, peel open through the chest, the head, the throat. Exhale, tuck under, round the upper back, hug the belly in. One more. Inhale, press through the hips, the belly moves forward, the heart moves forward. Exhale, round and tuck. Come back to your vertical spine. We're going to take the hands right behind us now. So pulling the shoulders back and down, pressing into the fingertips. Inhale, press into the fingertips, lift the head. Even less space now for your cat and cow. Imagine you're drawing up by the armpits, really broadening the collarbones. Exhale, rounding the shoulders forward, hugging the belly. Inhale, press the hips back, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the shoulders forward. One more. Inhale, press the belly forward, roll the shoulders back, look up. Exhale, round, tuck the chin in, shoulders forward, hug the belly in. Okay, lovely. And walk the hands back. Right, we're going to come onto our hands and knees now, so we'll get rid of the cushion, just put it to one side. Come to the back of your mat. As you can see, my knees are underneath my hips, my wrists are underneath my shoulders, and the hands and the knees, they're shoulder and hip width apart. We're going to actually move our hips back into child pose, but keep our hands glued here. Reach the hands, keep the hands glued. We're actually going to reach the hands forward. They're going to be glued to the mat though, but they're going to reach to the top of the mat as the tailbone reaches to the back of the mat. Sink your head through your arms, and if you can't get your forehead to the mat, then again bring a cushion underneath the forehead, or you might need it underneath the hips. Deep breaths in to the shoulders. Let the neck release and let the mat or cushion support the forehead. How heavy can you make the forehead? How long can you make the spine? Press down through the knuckles, pull the shoulders back into their sockets. So the hands are moving in one direction, they're moving down and towards the top of the mat, and the shoulders are pulling back towards the back of the mat. Moving the shoulders away from the ears. And then we're going to come back onto our hands and knees. And you might, if you've got a block, you might want to take your block and use a cushion. Tuck the toes under and really root the toes under. Keep the knees grounded, the toes grounded, and the hips over the knees. And you're going to take the brick out in front of you, drop your head through your arms, and melt your heart towards the mat. If you can't get your head to the mat, let go of the brick. Take the hands as wide as you need to before you drop your head to the mat. You might even need to bend the elbows if you need to. Please do what it takes to get your head completely supported by the ground or a block or cushion beneath you. Deep breaths through the body. And then still reaching with the right hand to the top of the mat, weave the left arm underneath. Come onto your left cheek. Press through the back of the left arm. Keep reaching through the right fingertips. And this little trick, you can pull your left shoulder back to find even more sensation and space in that left shoulder blade. You don't hold too long in any of these positions because we're just warming up.
So reach the left arm to the top of the mat now and weave the right arm underneath. Coming to rest on that right shoulder, back of the right arm, the right cheek. A couple of deep breaths here into the right shoulder blade. You might want to pull it back as you anchor through the fingers. And then take the right hand to the top of the mat, lift the head and walk the hands back. Okay, we're going to come into our first downward dog. So wrists underneath armpits, knees under hips. Squeeze the belly to the spine, lift the knees and feel the need to engage that core to support you there. Keeping that core engagement, lift the hips up and back to the back of the mat. As you do so, press through your knuckles and take your head through your arms. My headband's about to pop off, so excuse that. Okay, take the hands wide, take the feet wide. And you might want to pedal the heels out because you will probably be feeling it through the back of the legs. Let the head be really heavy here. Now just check in that you're not holding the head, that you're not like craning forward. Imagine there is a magnet at the top of your head and it's drawing it down to the mat. Okay, lovely. Still the feet. Find a little bend in the knees and then start to press the chest towards the thighs. Same time, lift up through the hips. See how long you can make your back. Okay, super. And here again, because we're thinking about the neck, you might just want to take the head from side to side, keeping it as heavy as possible. Okay, super. Now tiptoe the feet towards the hands, coming into a forward fold or do Uttasana. With your forward folds, always focus on getting the belly to the thighs, not straight legs, because we really don't want to compromise the lower back. So belly to thighs, that means a bend in the knee, the hips are back. Again, looking through the legs to keep the neck long. You might want to interlace the hands here and make a little cradle round the back of the head, keep the elbows heavy, just rock gently from side to side. It's adding a little traction to the back of the neck. You might want to use your thumbs to just massage the back of the head there, gently pulling the back of the skull towards the crown. Connect with long, deep, slow breaths. Forward folds, relax, calm the body and mind. Let go of anything you no longer need out of the crown of your head. Just let it go. That might be emotional. Any emotion that's no longer serving you. Any thoughts, worries that are going round and round your head. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Let them out of the mouth. Sink a little deeper. Release the hands from the back of the head and we're going to slowly roll up. So we'll keep our hands on the front of the body to support the back. Imagining that the arm is tossed a little bit like a rag doll. You come up and the head's the last thing to come up, standing. And I just need to move back a little bit so you can see me. Let me slide this back. Okay. Right, come to the back of your, no, come to the front of your mat, sorry. Come to the front of your mat. And I want you to take the feet hip distance apart. I'll face you actually. And we're going to think about Tadasana pose or mountain pose. And it's not just standing, okay? It is a yoga pose in itself. So look down at the feet. Check the toes and the heels are in line. Lift the toes, spread them and place them down. Press into the big toe, press into the little toe and the heel, and then lift up through the arches. And as you lift through the arches, get a sense of pulling energy or drawing prana, as it's called in Buddhism, up through the insides of the legs, the insides of the thighs. Feel the pelvic floor and the belly engage. The pelvis tips under, the shoulders sink. And soften the shoulders from the ears. Hands drop. Okay, so it's a very dignified, straight and self-supportive pose. So I keep moving this back so you can see me. Right, so we're coming to the top of the mat. And we're going to take the hands behind us, interlace the hands. And there's a tendency when the hands are interlaced for you to arch the back. So I want you to squeeze the buttocks, hug the belly in, draw the chin in and find that long neck. And then take the hands round to the right side of your waist and hug that elbow in. And then drop your right ear to your shoulder. Keep pulling the left shoulder down. You might want to tilt the chin up or tuck it under. Whatever feels good into that neck. Okay, lovely. Float the head back up. Take the hands round to the other side. Pull that left elbow in. Drop the left shoulder down. Draw the chin up to the sky. Tilt it under. Whatever feels nice. Float that head back up. Take the hands out to the side, take them up. I'm going to take them up from my shoulders, and it's tricky for you to see. Reach up, then interlace them, take them to the back of the head, and then press, pull the chin in, and press the back of the head into the hands. Elbows back, stretch that chest out, hug the belly in. Okay, lovely, release. Bring them down. And we're going to move through some sun salutations now. I'll give you a couple of adaptations if you need to. So I don't have much room. I'm in my attic room here and my ceiling's a little bit high, so I'm going to have to adapt the salutations myself a little. So inhale, press to the feet, draw the arms up. Exhale, you're going to fold forward. So the hips go back. You hinge from the hips, bellies to the thighs, flat back. Look through the knees. Inhale, long spine, Ardha Uttasana. So draw the shoulders back, look forward. Exhale, fold over the legs. Place your hands on the mat. You're going to step the right foot back into a lunge. Take the knee to the floor. Check the front knee is above or behind the ankle. Rotate your arms slightly forward. We're going to open that chest and think about dropping the shoulders away from the ears to find a long neck. Deep breath in, expand through the chest, and then take your hands to the mat. Exhale. We're going to step the left foot back and we're going to come into downward dog. So keep your hands just where they are, press through the knuckles, lift up through the hips. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, soften. Then come onto all fours. Inhale as you take the right foot through. Okay, to the just inside the right hand, knee over ankle or behind. Rotate the arms back and down, lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale, take the left foot through, fold. Inhale, take the arms out to the side. We're going to go down, straight down the other side. Exhale, fold down. Belly to the thighs, look through the knees. Inhale, flat back like an American footballer, a rugby player, English rugby player. Exhale, fold down. Step the left foot back into a lunge. Inhale, rotate the arms, open the chest. Exhale, find the hands, step back to downward dog. Now, if downward dog isn't comfortable for you or too much, you can always come into child pose instead. That's child pose, all right. So it's up to you now whether you come down onto your knees before you step the left foot through. You can always do that, it's always an option. Or step the left foot through as far as you can get it. Give it a helping hand and drop the back knee. Inhale, lift the chest, rotate the upper arms, drop the shoulders from the ears. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold over the legs. Step the right foot back again, come into that lunge. I'm going to twist this time. So inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, twist. Look towards your left knee. Keep that thigh drawn in. You can take the left hand around the lower back will reach you up above the shoulder. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. The arms are like aeroplane wings. Bring the left hand back down. Step the left foot back. And come down to the mat. If you're familiar with chaturanga, please feel free to move through that pose. Or take the hands forward, drop your hips, drop your belly, drop your hearts, pulling the shoulders back and down. Coming into a baby cobra. So the thumbs are in line with the bottom of the ears. Press into the fingers, hug the belly in, and draw the chest up. Keep the shoulders down from the ears. Exhale. Do this a couple more times. Inhale, light through the hands. Press through the hips. Gently, nothing painful. Exhale, sensation, never pain. Inhale, bring the hands in. Lift the chest and then come onto your knees. You exhale. Just adjust the wrists onto shoulders. Back to downward dog. Okay, lovely. Now, if you want to progress with an inhale, taking the right leg up into three-legged dog, weight through both hands. No need to do this. This is just a progression. Exhale, either come onto your knees or step that foot through. Drop the knee down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, rotate. So coming into a twist, reach through the fingers. Look to the side, okay, just look to the side. Bring the hand down, step the left foot through and fold. Inhale up, ooh, nearly banged my head. Exhale, fold, long spine. Inhale, peel the belly off, look forward, pull the shoulders back and down. Exhale, fold. Find the hand, step the left foot back. Drop the knee. Inhale, open the chest, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, rotate towards that knee, reach the fingertips. Bring the hand back down. Step through into your plank pose. Now, squeeze the thighs together here. Hug the belly in. Check you're not rounding the back or dropping the hips. The shoulders and the hips are in line. Either move through your chaturanga or drop the knees down. Hug the belly in. Take the hips down. Move, peeling the belly down, then roll the shoulders back and down, hug the belly in, baby cobra, tuck the toes under, lift back into downward dog. Take the feet wide again. Either stay in your downward dog or inhale your left foot up, point through the toe, lift through the inner thigh, keep your hips even, and then bend the knee, pull it into the belly, step it through, drop the right knee. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, take the left hand up, reach. Take the hand back down, step the right foot through, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, fold down over the legs. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, peel the chest back down, look through the knees. Step the right foot back and drop it down to the floor. We're going to lift the chest with an inhale, interlace the hands, hold the wrists or forearms. Draw the hands down to the back thigh. Tuck the chin in. Lift through the armpits, drop the hips. Lovely. Hug the belly and ribs in. Find that space between the ears and the shoulders. Release the hands, bring the hands down. We're going to take that foot back. We're going straight back into downward dog. Okay, find your solid, balanced downward dog. Screw the fingers into the mat. Pull the elbows towards each other. And then lift the right leg up. Point the toes. Bend the knee. Hug it in. Step it through. Drop the left knee down. Rise on up. Pull the right heel towards you as you pull the left hip forward. Interlace the hands or wrists or forearms, draw them down. So you'll be feeling this in the front of the shoulders possibly, in the front of the left thigh. Lovely. Deep breath across the collarbones. Release the hands, bring them down, step the left foot through, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold over the legs. Drape the belly over the thighs. Shimmy the hips up a little higher. And then with the hands in line with the feet, step the left foot back, drop the knee back. Something a little bit different. Okay, keep your shoulders facing the top of the mat and then reach out through the right arm, turn the thumb down, and then take the hand all the way back. Keep looking forward. So this is opening up the side of the neck. Reach round again. Inhale, exhale. Back the other way. So this time we're going to inhale it back, exhale it forward, inhale it back, exhale the hand down, step the foot back, find your plank, push into the hands, lift up through the hips, the belly, and then press up into your downward dog. Okay, with an inhale, reach the right foot up. You can keep your feet on the ground, you don't have to move with me. Exhale, bend the knee wherever you are, step the right foot through. Actually, you should have stepped the left, sorry. Rewind, take the right foot back, take it back. It's the left foot, isn't it? Okay, inhale, take the left foot up. Bend the knee, hug into the belly, then step it through. Okay, drop the knee. We're going to rotate to the left with the arm. So reach forward, turn the thumb down, and then take it back. Keep facing the front. 2 big circles this way, and then 2 big circles in the other direction. Opening up through the shoulders, bring the hand back down, step the foot through, and then come all the way back up. Okay, lovely. Take the hands down to the sides. Take the feet wide. We're going to go into a warrior pose. So take the right foot out. Check the heel is halfway along the instep of the left foot. And turn the toes in of the left foot. Keep your spine really tall. So just check you're not moving towards the right. That's what usually happens. Take the knee over the ankle, not beyond. Pull the heels towards each other, and that will help establish some balance in your warrior two. And then press into the little toes. That will open up the arches, perhaps engage through the buttocks. Peel the knees open. Float the arms up. Turn the palms up, drop the shoulders from the ears, find that long neck. And that keeping that space in the neck, turn the palms down. Look over the right fingertips. Press down through the feet, feel that rebound energy. Okay, lovely. Now drop the hands behind you, interlace the hands and draw them down. Step the back foot in 1 step and then turn the heel away a little more. Turn your chest to face the top of the mat. We're going to move into humble warrior. And you're going to draw your chest inside that front knee as the arms go up behind you. Okay, you're going to drop the head down, let the neck be long, look at the back foot. Doesn't matter if you don't get the shoulder inside the knee. Release that neck, let the head be heavy. Hug the heels towards each other to stay balanced. And then press into the feet and come back up. Lovely, release the arms up. Turn the feet in, other direction. So you might need to take the feet a little bit wider again. And turn the toes out a little more. Take the knee over the ankle. Check the spine is vertical. Hug the heels towards each other. Feel the inner thighs engage. Float the arms up, fingers in line with the shoulders. Turn the palms up, let the shoulders drop. Keep that drop as you turn the palms down. Take the hands behind you, interlace the hands. Step the back foot in, turn the toes in slightly, and then take your shoulders round to face the top of the mat. Okay, hinge at the hips. Keep that bend in the front knee, but you're hinging at the hips. The arms go up, the neck is long, the head is heavy. And press into that foot, all the way back up. Okay, lovely. Turn the toes. So toes are facing the long end now. I'm just wiggling back so you can see me. If you turn the toes in slightly, the tops of the thighs or the femurs turn in. You're going to reach now your left arm up and then drop the hand to the back of the neck. Keep that elbow up as high as you can. Take the right hand behind you and see if, I'm going to turn around, see if you can find that hand. If you can't, hold a bit of your t-shirt. Really focus on pulling the elbows away from each other. So getting a nice stretch to the shoulders here and into the arms. You can either stay here or hinge at the hips. My feet aren't quite equal. Hinge at the hips, take the hips back. You can bend the knees a little bit if your hamstrings are tight. You can either come to a halfway point with a flat back and pull the elbows away from each other, then come back up. Or you can take an inhale here, pull the elbows away, but keep firm grip through the fingers. Hinge at the hips and come all the way down, looking through the legs. Squeeze the belly in and up. Neck is long. Okay, press into the feet. Come all the way back up. Release the hands, the same on the other side. So right hand up, drop it to the back of the neck, turn the left in, comes round to reach it, interlink the fingers or your t-shirt. You might find one side is very different. Depends which arm you use. Get a lot of tension in that shoulder. So press the elbows away. Inhale, reach them away. Exhale. You might just want to fold to halfway first. Inhale back. And then exhale, you might want to try folding all the way down. Letting that right elbow be really heavy and draw to the mat as the left elbow reaches up. Lovely, wherever you are, press into the feet and come all the way back up. Release the hands. You might want to give them a little shoulder roll, one direction, shoulder roll in the other direction. Step the feet together. And we're going to come down onto our mats now. Okay, so come into a comfortable kneeling position. And just take your hips over to the left, your heels over to the right. You can take your left hand to your side to support you. Then with your right hand, take it to the temple and draw the ear over towards your feet. And then use the fingertips on the left to pull that shoulder down. Breathe into the side of your neck, the left side. Okay, release the side there. Anchor through your right fingertips as your left hand comes over. The ear's still drawing down to the feet, but you're going to wrap the elbow over and getting a nice stretch through the side there. Okay, lovely. Release it back down. Over to the other side, so hips over to the other side. So start off dropping the ear down, using your left hand to draw that ear down, anchor down through the right fingertips. Deep breath into the side of the neck. And then release that hand, draw the other arm over and just drape it over. Depending on how tight you are inside, depends how far you can get that arm over. Use your left ear to pull the arm over a little further. Okay, lovely. Release that arm back down.
Take your legs out in front of you. It's a staff pose, so you might want a cushion again. Quite nice if your hamstrings are tight. Legs out, sitting at the front of the cushion. Feel free to keep a little bend in the knees. So we're going to reach up through the sides, press through the hips, pull the shoulders away from the ears, and then take the belly to the thighs as you reach for your feet. Be mindful of the lower back. Drape over the legs. Deep breath into the back body. Emphasize the exhalations. Drop the shoulders down with each breath out. Sinking a little deeper with each breath out, each release. Release through the lower back, the shoulders, the back of the neck. Lovely. And peel your chest, your head, your belly off your thighs. I'm going to go into a twist. Bend your left knee, draw it into the chest. Sit tall. So use that left foot as you press down to grow a little taller through the top of the head. But the shoulders drop. And take the left foot over the right, but keep that sense of pressing down. Now you're going to use that press to lift, lengthen, hook the right elbow over that knee and take the left hand behind you. Just look to the side here. So the left hand, don't dump your weight there, it's just to keep the spine tall. And you might now want to take your chin over the left shoulder, look back to the walk, but accommodate your neck, don't do anything that feels painful. And let the shoulders drop and release down. The ears move up and away. Okay, lovely. Come back to the front. Back to the front. Okay, release that leg. Draw the other leg in. Draw that heel as far as you can get it. Sitting tall. Shimmy the shoulders down. Take the foot over. Press through the ball of the foot, grow a little taller. Then hook the knee with your left elbow and use it to draw your chest to the right side, taking the fingers behind you. Light through the fingers, push up through the crown of the head. Now check the chin isn't being pushed forward. So many people use their head to move around. So pull the chin in and get a sense that it's floating over the shoulders. And then gently take it. Follow your gaze to the back wall. Okay, lovely. And then take the head back to face the front. Bring the hand back. Lengthen out the leg. Might want to move the pillar. We'll just do a little bit more to open up around the shoulders. So we're going to start off with the fingers facing the small of the back and bring them in line with the hips if you can. If you can't do that, please do take them a little wider. You're going to lift up through the heart. So press your armpits to the sky, your collarbones to the sky. Just lift your chin a little, but not too high. And then if you're not feeling much there, start to move the hips forward. Keep lifting up through the chest. Look at that place where the wall meets the ceiling. The angle you want. Squeeze the elbows back. Lovely. And then draw the hips back. Give the hands a little shake. And then take the hands so the fingers are facing the other direction. Same thing, exactly the same thing. Pressing the chest up. Move the hips forward, lift the chest. Or you might want to come into a reversed table. The knees stacked over the ankles, the shoulders over the wrists. But look forward so you don't strain your neck. Squeeze the hips up. gently bring them back down. Give them a little bit of a shake. Okay, we're going to move on to our fronts now to get any remaining tension out of the back of the neck and shoulders. So back of your mat, walk your hands forward, drop your hips, drop your belly and your hearts, and then bring your elbows forward so they're just in front of the shoulders, but in line with the armpits. This is Sphinx pose. Spread the fingers, push down through the palms, the fingers, and pull the elbows towards you. Press down to the hips. Draw the shoulders down as you pull the ears up. Okay, find that space between the shoulders and the ears. Imagine you're drawing your heart through your shoulders. Press down through the hips. And then with your left hand, weave it underneath the right armpit. Take the right arm alongside you, palm up, and press that shoulder down. So the left arm is just going to come underneath your chin. It might take a little bit of adjustment. We're looking for a stretch through the left shoulder. So keep pressing that right shoulder down. And take deep breaths into the left shoulder. If you can use the inhalations to widen that area. You might want to get a sense that perhaps as you're pressing the right shoulder down, you're trying to lift the left shoulder off the mat. If this isn't possible, you can always bring a block underneath your forehead. Sometimes the way we're built, or our anatomy, the width of our arms or our chest makes it very difficult, so you can bring a brick there. I like to stay here until I can really drain that shoulder, any tension. But I'm going to move on, come back up into your Sphinx, and then take the other arm underneath. Weave it underneath, palm up, then take the left arm alongside you, palm up. Drop the chin down. Keep pressing that left shoulder down, pulling the right arm up. And I say putting the right arm up, I mean, imagine you're peeling the right shoulder off the mat. Lovely. Okay. Bring that right arm back. And then take your left arm out to the side in line with the shoulder, palm down. But draw your knees to the right, knees stacked in that fetal position. You might want a block underneath your head, so this is going to be a chest opener. Now you can take the right arm either up and back, let it drop behind you, or you can take it to the lower back. This is called broken wing. Hopefully it's not going to break any of your wings. That would not be a good result. So if this arm, there's a little tension there, you can hold perhaps a brick or a bit of weight to take it back. Now make sure you're not turned the palm. The palm should be facing the same way your face is facing, in line with the shoulder. Okay, you can stay here as long as you like, but we're going to move on to the other side. So push the brick away, come onto your front, and then take the right arm out. Roll away from that arm, draw your knees up, take the other arm up. Or you can take the arm around the lower back. Okay, lovely. Bring that arm back. Roll back towards the arm that's out. And then roll onto your back as gently as you can.
And just check that your knees and your hips, I put it to my shoulders, my knees, your knees and your hips, your shoulders are in line. Feet into the back of the body in the mat, back of the head and shoulders. And then draw the knees up to the chest, hug them in, roll them in backwards and forwards, give the lower back a nice massage. Make sure the shoulders aren't pulled up. Let them relax down into the mat. Drop the feet down, take the arms out to the sides, turn the palms up. Let the arms be heavy. Feet together. Lift the hips up and just take the hips an inch to the right and drop your knees to the left. Look to your right hand. If you want to make the stretch more intense, take the bottom foot on top of the right thigh. So opening up through the lower back here, maybe the hip, the waist, the shoulders. Let the shoulders drop away from the ears into the mat. And release that top knee. Bring the legs back into the middle. Lift the hips through the midline, take them to the other side. Drop the knees to the right, look to the left hand. Again, you can use the bottom foot on that top knee, but only if it feels right and appropriate. Deep breaths into the shoulders, space between shoulders and ears. Breathe into the left waist, the left hip, the left ribs, finding space with the inhalations, softness with the exhalations. Then release that top knee, bring the knees back to the middle, square the hips and find a comfortable position for Shavasana, our relaxation pose. Arms beside you, let the feet fall out, have a cushion under the knees, and close the eyes. Find your breath, follow the breath in, all the way to the belly. Follow the breath out, belly sinks, breath leaves the body. Keep breathing in through the nose, all the way to the toes and the fingers. Exhale out from the toes, the fingers, out through the nose. Breathe in, find light and space. Body expands, breathing into the skin, the flesh, opening the joints. As you exhale, let the muscles soften and sink, the bones be heavy. Deep breath in, feel the whole body. Exhale and drop a little deeper into the mat. Now you can stay here watching the breath, bringing awareness to the back of the body, the front of the body, and the movement in the body. Or you can gently roll onto one side and opening your eyes. Take a couple of breaths. And gently walk yourself up to a seated position. I always like to close my class with a Buddhist goodbye or Buddhist salutation, which is Namaste, which means the divine light in me sees the divine light in you. And keep hold of that. Be kind to yourselves in these difficult times. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay.